Hello, everybody. Well, we're going to talk about getting started in with a YouTube page and what it takes and what you need to do. Now, I've been talking about personalities or the performers or actors in a YouTube page. I should say channel, and what they do to make it interesting for us to watch. Now, I have run across one page that has the only sound I have is a sound, excuse me, it's late, the sound of the car driving around. The person or persons just holds a camera and drives by people on the streets. And I watch it, and he has a large viewership, lots of subscribers that sit back and watch him do this. Unfortunately, almost every city over 50 people has a neighborhood like this. And he doesn't say anything, but when he drives by, you see the garbage, the people in bags, trash. You literally can see them shooting up on the street using drugs, got their arms out and they're sticking a needle in it right there. And you go up and think, why? And I've known drug users in the past, and I've known a couple people from long-term drug use ruined their lives and died young. And the only thing that really saved them was their families were there always to fill in a gap for them. Many thousands of years ago, I had the chance when I was in the service to talk to a young man very, very close to my age, about the time 19 years old, and him and his girlfriend were big drug users. Now he was waiting to get a dishonorable discharge out of the service because he was addicted to drugs. He would go UA, go and be out for 6 months, and he'd get caught and brought back in. And one of the things that I could not understand was, and at this time they were more or less on, they were using heroin through the veins and lots of marijuana, he said. And he said at the time they would go through $1,000 a week on their drug habit. Now, in 1970, $1,000 a week was ungodly amount of money to me, because I think I was making $390 a month. But, and we asked him, where'd you get the money for? And he said, well, my girlfriend's family is rich, and she buys them and we use them together because she likes to have somebody to use. And I said, well, how do you get along? And he said, well, I met her, and she was a drug user, and I was a drug user, and we just are a partnership that we can do in this. Well, to get back to this street here, now this is in 71, just before I got out of service. And today you can drive around blocks, and this is a street in Philadelphia, and you see all these homeless people out there laying on the street, sleeping, passed out. Like I say, you'll see them there. Sometimes you'll see them shooting up, or one of them will be looking to find a place in their neck to stick a needle in. But get back to what makes this YouTube channel so popular. Is it because we have a morbid fascination to look at these people and how deprived they are or how they live? Or do we feel sorry for them for the way they are? Or, I don't know. This one I'm lost on, because I thought it would take real, effort on parts of people to make a really good YouTube channel, because this one here just drives around. There's sound, you hear the people, the horns honking. Um, in this, when I first started watching back when it was warmer, they're all over the street, just laying there talking, using drugs, and it's amazing how their bodies get so messed up on sitting there on the street, and they're all clumped around, and there's no policeman. I mean, I want to know when I drive by, they drive by a nice car if it's a guy selling the drugs. Now, what is really strange, just a couple days ago, I watched a cops rerun, and they were driving in that same neighborhood 25 years ago. That's how old this was. And the guy was talking about, well, he had grown up in this neighborhood and moved out, but then it had turned into a high crime area. Well, now it's a high drug use area. And all the businesses that were there are all closed down now. I think the only thing I saw was a Walgreens, and it was all fenced in, but that was the only operating business. The rest of them are all shuttered down. But this guy decided to get in his car, and he drives around every day because he releases a video every day and shows us. And the name of his page is Kimgary, one word. And I don't know what gave him the idea to do it. Now, there's a couple other I've seen in there, the streets of Philadelphia, but his is just Kimgary. You can look him up that way, or just Philadelphia Street. But look for his, because there's no speaking. There's one fellow on it that's speaking, and believe it or not, it kills from the video because you are listening to the man speak when you need to be looking at the people. And it's very sad that we in our society can drive around and make a video of people who are in this state of their lives. And we have neighborhoods like this up in Fort Worth that I used to have to work in, and it's just one long strip. Well, this is just looks like they drive around just almost the same streets over and over. It doesn't go out very far. But to talk to you about making a YouTube video, there's a subject that might be usable in your neighborhood if you know how to present it on YouTube where people would be interested in it. And I'm looking for more of them all the time to see if there's more people doing this other place, and you might too. And you might have a different aspect or a different way of shooting it to make it more interesting, or make it interesting enough for people to watch it. I don't know. That's just a thought, because YouTube has done a great job allowing us to present this out there for all of us to see. So, till next time, have a great day. Watch out for the crazies. Stay out of trouble. And have a good one. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.